Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Mercedes. In today's video, I have polishes to share with you from Victorian Varnish. Now I have a lot of polishes to share. We have a Halloween trio, we have a birthday duo, we have 3 insanely beautiful toppers. Like, just, I'm gonna save it until you guys see it because, oh my gosh, they are insanely beautiful. I have some beautiful creams to share with you. So many beautiful polishes. I am so excited to share these swatches with you guys. Let's just get right into it. I'm going to be starting off with the birthday duo. Now this is limited edition, so both of these polishes you're going to see. So if you want them, make sure you hop on the site to get them. The owner, Gabrielle, it was her birthday September 1st. So this one is called Fall Real, y'all. It's party time, and it's described as a mustard yellow base with red, orange, golden shifting shimmer with red, orange, gold UCC flakes. This is gorgeous. That beautiful red, orange shifty shimmer really adds some warmth to this base, like more warmth. And surprisingly, for a yellow polish, this built up beautifully in just 2 coats. Usually yellow polishes can be really finicky and take a couple coats just to build up to opacity. I think this is a great shade of yellow. I like my mustard yellows. I'm not really big into like the primary yellows. Mustard all the way for me for a yellow shade. I think this is a very unique polish in my opinion. It has that beautiful shimmer like I mentioned, and it's not overloaded with your flakies. It's just the right amount of flakies, and that shimmer really is, I feel like, the star of the show because it really makes that polish or this mustard yellow glow from within. I think it's a very flattering shade of yellow. Sometimes I can be a little turned off with certain shades of yellow just because like they're too bright or they're just a little too like yellow nailish kind of color, but I think this is a beautiful shade. Pictured are 2 coats of Fall Real, y'all. It's party time with a glossy top coat. All right, we're moving on to the second polish in the duo. This is Virgo Vibes and Sapphire Eyes. It's the deep teal leaning aqua loaded with micro hollow flakes and red, orange, golden shifting shimmer. This is so beautiful, guys. My blue polish lovers, this one is for you. This one is definitely for you. I am in love with this polish. I love my hollow flakies. I know I mentioned that a gajillion times. The formula was perfection. It built up beautifully in 2 coats. I don't think long nails you're going to need 3 for this one. I think 2 is just going to be perfectly fine. Again, I'm going to give a shout out to that shifty shimmer because it really adds a little extra, or you know, even a little more depth to this polish. You can see the red, you can see the gold. It almost is like like a winter polish, but then that shimmer just is like, no, actually you can wear this for fall, like that's okay. I have some red and gold in there and a little orange. I love this one. It definitely makes a statement, and I think it's a must for sure. Pictured are 2 coats of Virgo Vibes and Sapphire Eyes with a glossy top coat. Now we're moving on to the 3 new Staple Creams. So these are going to be available at any time for purchase. This one is Aragonite. I don't know if I'm going to say these right, guys, but you can see I'll leave the names. And it's described as a tawny, dusty coral cream with neutral undertones. So this is the first time I'm reading the actual descriptions. Usually I'll just swatch the polish and then read the descriptions afterwards. And I remember swatching this one. First of all, can we just look at this formula? Like, now this is the kind of cream formula you want. Self-leveling, 2 easy coats, smooth and beautiful. But anyways, like I was saying, I swatched this and I was like, oh, you know what? Like, I wasn't expecting it to look good on me just because these types of like muddy, orangey, dusty shades, like they just don't really look well on my skin tone. But now reading the description and it mentions it's neutral undertones, and I'm like, you know what? This is probably why I actually enjoyed it on my hands, because of the neutral undertones. So it doesn't pull too warm because I already pull warm. I love this shade. I think it's a perfect spin on a neutral color. So if you're looking for something that's not just like your pinky nude or your beige nude, this is definitely the way to go. Pictured are 2 coats of Aragonite with a glossy top coat. Here we have Dioptase. This is a deep Egon blue cream with teal undertones. This is the perfect shade of blue, and again, the cream formula, or just the formula in itself, is beautiful. Now you're going to want to do two coats for sure, because you can see some patchiness on that first coat, but there is no running, there is no pulling. Same thing with the cream before, it just glides on perfectly. It makes like the perfect base for a topper, or if you're into nail art or stamping, because it's just so smooth. I love how like creams just they just look so plump and glossy. Like once you put your glossy top coat, it just looks like this, like just perfection. Like I feel like my nails look neat and put together. I feel sophisticated. Just like the gloss effect always gets me. I am in love with this shade. I think you can wear this year round. It's the perfect shade of blue in my opinion. Pictured are 2 coats of Dioptase with a glossy top coat. And our last staple cream is Urethright. Think I'm saying that right? Probably not. It's a deep vampy wine cream with berry undertones. Wait for the second coat. Wait for it. Just wait for it, guys, because it is going to just plump it up. Like it transforms into this beautiful berryish wine shade, just as described. Berry undertones, but a deep vampy wine. And it's not dark that it pulls away from that wine color. Like it doesn't look like, oh, another dark polish. It almost looks black. This one definitely looks like a vampy wine shade. And I want to say it's because of those beautiful berry undertones. Again, feeling sophisticated, feeling all that, feeling like I can conquer the world with this cream polish, or just like the cream polishes in general. I just get those vibes when I wear cream polishes. They're so easy to just slap on, and you can wear them like anytime. I think like cream polishes are just, you need cream polishes in your collection, if not just to wear on their own, but if you have toppers, if you want to mix it with something else, definitely staples. You need your cream staples. Pictured are 2 coats of Urethright with a glossy top coat. Now we're moving on to our Halloween limited edition creams, and these will be available until they're gone. They're going to be $8 each, but I'll make sure to leave all the information down below. This one is called Witchful Thinking and is described as an eggplant purple cream. I think it definitely is an eggplant shade, spot on with the description. Again, another beautiful formula. Don't mind those little bumps. I think I had a little hair stuck on my nail, of course, and I just could not get it out for the life of me. But this is the epitome of a purple for Halloween. When you think of Halloween and you think of purple, this is the shade that comes to my mind anyways, or like the purple that you see on Halloween decorations. Again, the formula is just the same as the staple creams you just saw. Perfection. Like when I wear a cream, I just want to do 2 coats and that's all. And this is what you're going to get with this polish and the rest of the creams. Pictured are 2 coats of Witchful Thinking with a glossy top coat. Here is Steam Pumpkin, and this is a bright fall orange cream. This one was very hard to capture like the accuracy of the shade on camera, and because of how bright it is. Now, it's not like bright neon, but it's just a very bright orange cream. Like on this finger swatch, it looks a little more washed out, but when I show you the full hand swatch, that is more of what the shade is. It just not as like dull looking, like it has a little more brightness to it. Like I said, it was really hard to capture this one, but it's still a gorgeous shade of orange. I think it's perfect for fall. It's honestly perfect for summer too, because it's still bright, but not like super bright like neon. But if you wanted to pop something on for the fall, and you know, not your traditional vampy shade, then this is going to be the color for you. Pictured are 2 coats of Steam Pumpkin with a glossy top coat. And our third limited edition Halloween cream is called Irresistible. I love these names, they're so creative. But this is described as a dark gray cream. It's such a simple description, but I think it's such a beautiful shade. I love gray. Gray is actually one of my favorite colors. This is almost like your wet cement type of gray. Not as dark, but you know, along those lines or that vibe. This built up beautifully in just 2 coats. Long, short nails, whatever length nail you have, 2 is going to be perfect for you. Again, no running, no pulling. It wasn't too thick, it wasn't too thin. The perfect formula. And that's how creams should be. It should be easy. You should be able to slap them on, not have to think about it. 2 coats and done. This shade is, I love it. I love the simplicity of it. I love the like cementy gray color. It's beautiful for the fall. It's beautiful for Halloween. Perfect shade of gray in my opinion. So pictured are 2 coats of Irresistible with a glossy top coat. Next up are our Autumnous Toppers. Now there's 3 of them. I'm going to show you them each swatched individually and then over the Staple Cremes. Now you can purchase these for $11 each or $30 for all 3 of them, and I'll have all the information down below. So first up is Misty Morning Flight, and this is a clear base with glowy large particle shimmers that transition from blue to purple, blue ghost flakies, pink peach gold crystal chameleon flakies, and red orange copper gold UCC flakies. So there's a lot going on here, guys. There's a lot. So first of all, it has a gorgeous base to start off with. Those large particle shimmers are super glowy, right? You have your blue to purple shimmer effect. It's gorgeous. And then you have your flakies, right? And it just gives this topper a nice pop of fun. Next up is Tinker's Treehouse, and this is a clear base loaded with red, orange, gold shimmers with a mix of assorted glitters in bronze, gold, silver, and copper. Now, you can't see it on my nail, but that base, right, with all of that shimmer, you're going to see it against the cream polishes. So it has a beautiful glowy base, which just on bare nails, it looks, you know, very subtle. And then you have your large glitters in the mix, also with those smaller glitters too. It almost gives off like New Year's Christmas vibes, right? Because you have all of this golds and fun glitters everywhere. It's a beautiful topper, but wait till you see it topped over creams. It's going to be even more gorgeous. And then the last topper is Stained Glass Fairy Wings, and this is a light gray base with a kaleidoscope of shimmers ranging from pinks, reds, purples, golds, and blues and greens at extreme angles. Now, again, another mouthful of a description. This one, like, you can almost just wear this alone and like rock it as a regular polish because it does build up so beautifully. Obviously, you're not going to reach full opacity. You can see a little bit of my nail line peeking through. Maybe if you built it up in 3 coats potentially, but it is beautiful. It gives way to have like such a unique pull on all of the different types of creams that you're going to see me top it over with. It is absolutely gorgeous alone or topped over different polishes. Here we have Erignite topped with Misty Morning Flight. Look at this. Do you see that? How gorgeous. Now, you're not going to need a second coat to top over it. Like 1 coat of this topper over your cream polish or any polish you decide is going to be just enough. Now you can see the flakies, right? But you can really see that large particle shimmer really pop against the nail. And here we have Erignite topped over Stained Glass Fairy Wings, and it really transforms this polish. I feel like it just makes it a completely new base. Like that beautiful gray base in Stained Glass Fairy Wings really brings out the softness, and it transforms Erignite from like this neutral undertone to a more warm undertone. I love this topper. It is so sparkly. The shifts are gorgeous. You really can't go wrong. Like I can't say enough good things about all of these toppers.
And then Aragonite topped over Tinker's Treehouse. This one still has a beautiful shifty base, but because the shimmers in Tinker's Treehouse are very similar to the base color of Aragonite, you can't see it too much. So if you want something where you still want to see your base color, but you want to give it a little pizzazz and add some bling bling to it, Tinker's Treehouse is a great option for one of like the topper out of this trio. But as you can see here, I of course smushed my finger, classic. But as you can see here, like you have the same color on all three nails, but each finger looks completely different. And the toppers, they're just absolutely amazing. I've worn, like I said this before, I've worn so many toppers, but really none quite like this. Like these have a very heaping amount of shifty shimmer, and the components in each of them are absolutely gorgeous. I love them. I love them. So pictured are 2 coats of Aragonite with all 3 toppers. So from left to right, you have Tinker's Treehouse, 1 coat. You have Stained Glass Fairy Wings, 1 coat. And then you have Misty Morning Flight, 1 coat. Now we're moving on to dioptase. That's how you say it. I know, so bad. I can't even remember. So we're going to use all 3 toppers on this polish. So first up is Tinker's Treehouse. Now here you can really see that shifty shimmer. You see because the base and this topper are contrasting. It's gorgeous. This topper transforms dioptase from that beautiful blue to an almost like blurple-ish tone, right? Because of all that beautiful shiftiness. The circle glitters are definitely bang popping in your face because of how dark the base is. Now we're going to move on and top dioptase with Stained Glass Fairy Wings. Now you're going to see here that it's going to transform this polish into a beautiful like blurple base. Because Stained Glass Fairy Wings has such a heaping amount of shimmer, I predominantly see like the pink in this shimmer, but of course, you know, you have your red and purple and gold and blue and green at extreme angles. Paired with dioptase, I more so see like pink and even purple. It turns this cream polish into a more like dainty, ethereal look. Now we're going to top dioptase with Misty Morning Flight, and this one is pulling more of that blue to purple shift. You can obviously see the flakies. They are going to stand out in this space, right? But it's giving you that beautiful blue shift. And it looks like, this one looks like it's just part of the bottle, right? Like it's all mixed up in one. Look at how glorious all of these toppers look against this base color. Probably my favorite combo is all 3 of these topped over dioptase, because it really pops against the dark blue base. But I shouldn't talk so soon. Wait till you see the next cream. But pictured here, you have 2 coats of dioptase, and we topped it starting from my index finger with Misty Morning Flight. Middle finger is Stained Glass Fairy Wings, and my ring finger is Tinker's Treehouse. All one coat topped over dioptase. Now it's Urethrite's turn, and we're going to first top it off with Misty Morning Flight. Oof, guys. The dark bases and these toppers are like a match made in heaven. This one looks extra sparkly. The flakies, they are there, right? They don't pop as much, but that's okay, because this is a darker base, and what really is making the standout, like what's making its debut here, is that beautiful glowy large particle shimmer. It really glows against this base. Here we're topping Urethrites with Stained Glass Fairy Wings, and that beautiful shimmer isn't predominantly like pink and purple like you've seen in the other swatches. It's more of a lighter shift to a pink purple, and you can definitely see more of the gold tones from the shifty shimmer in this polish, or against this polish I should say. And now we're going to use Tinker's Treehouse over this base, and This one looks like a holiday mani for sure. That beautiful glowy gold shift really pops against this like deep vampy wine cream. It makes it look so shimmery and glittery. I think these big circle glitters actually blend in much better in this deep vampy shade, as opposed to the other 3 shades that you saw. Obviously, you compare it with whatever you want. I had these 3 because they're the Staple Creams, so I wanted to see what they would look like. But here are all 3 swatched against or over urethyrite. How beautiful. They literally all look like 3 different polishes. And I know I keep saying like they just transform, but they really do. Like, these toppers I'm so in love with. I have a mani on right now with one of the toppers on. They're just so unique and so different, and like such a heaping heavy amount of particles and shimmers and components, and they were made with love. They were definitely made with love, and I'm obsessed with them. So here we have 2 coats of urethyrite, and we're going to start from my index finger. So we have 1 coat of Tinker's Treehouse, middle finger is 1 coat of Stained Glass Fairy Wings, and ring finger is 1 coat of Misty Morning. Beautiful. I did want to show you guys Victorian Varnish's cog of the month for September. Now, Victorian Varnish does a cog of the month, so a special polish each month. And with that polish, you also get a sticker, which I'll show you after this swatch. So this one is Madame Tilly's Sneakles. I think I'm saying that right. I'm not sure. But it's a bright grape jelly base with large particle blue shimmer and pink ghost flakies and crystal chameleon flakies that shift pink, fuchsia, gold, and peach, pink, purple, and blue. Now, that's a lot. And I love my kitchen sink polishes. Oh my goodness. This one is absolutely stunning, guys. Like, 2 beautiful coats. I love how it's a jelly base, but it still builds up to full opacity because it gives you that wonderful squishy look that I personally love. I love the squishy look, but still with full opacity. The flakies glow from within. This polish, if you're looking for a Halloween polish, this is it for you. If you don't love your dark, like grungy colors, and you like that bright purple grape color for Halloween, this one is it. You can see how that shimmer just like slightly peeks in from within the polish, but it still gives you a nice little sparkle like you saw when I had the hand movement going on. The flakies just disperse so evenly. I'm obsessed with this polish, if you couldn't tell. But pictured are 2 coats of Madame Tilly's Sneakles with a glossy top coat. And here's the sticker that you'll get. It comes in a nicely sealed package, so it keeps your sticker nice and safe. You take it out, and it's just a perfect little square. It has those like beautiful hollow reflective components on the sticker, and really I'm doing like the most minimal amount of moving, and you can see how it just sparkles. Very cute. Definitely will stand out if you stick it on your helmet or anywhere you choose.
To no surprise, but all 3 of these toppers, all of them, I have never used toppers like this. They look phenomenal over anything that you top it over. I know I've only topped it over the creams in this video, but I've topped it over other polishes as I swatch them, and oh my goodness, it just completely transforms your polish. And it doesn't look like a topper is just sitting on top of your nails, like on top of the cream polish or top of your polish. It literally looks like it is the polish. Oh my God, I am so obsessed. I like toppers, right? Just to kind of like add a little fun to your mani, but they're not my favorite. If I want to wear something fun with like flakies and glitter or whatever the case, then I'll purchase a polish that already has all of that in there. And if I see a topper that's different and unique, I may purchase it. But I'm not like, ooh, this would look nice with a topper. Or, ooh, yeah, I need to top it with a topper. Or I want to use this topper. No, I want to use these toppers. These are not going away. They are going to be left out and right on top of my desk, not even on any rack or anything like that. They are beautiful. The shifts, gorgeous. Like they look beautiful on their own, but I like them best when they're topped over a polish. And that's how you should feel about toppers, right? They should look magnificent topped over something, and these do. The shifts, the different components to each of them, I'm so obsessed. I love them. And you only need one coat. One coat, one beautiful, easy, thin coat. You're gonna get that gorgeous effect. All right, guys, that is all that I have for you today. Let me know if you plan on picking up any of these polishes. Sorry, I'm like swinging around. I have a swivel chair. Let me know if you plan on picking up any of these polishes or if any of them caught your eye. If you haven't already subscribed, I hope that you do. I upload videos with live swatches, and I love talking about all things nails. Thank you again, and I'll see you in my next one.